Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Nick. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. How's everybody doing this fine Sunday evening? Man, it was so beautiful today. I know I'm talking to myself right now, but I'm hoping people will come in and chop it up about the Mueller stuff. What's up, Shelly? What's up, gorgeous? What's up, Bob Fay? Bobbert, Elizabeth Clark, Vincent Manfrey in the building. Artez Craig. What's up, Artez? You guys, I'm kind of wanting to just listen today. I really want to get people's thoughts, man, on the Mueller investigation and his findings. Lo, these 22 months, they've come to the end, I guess, of sorts. And some people aren't digging the findings, man. No more indictments. Shelly Shane, you're the sweetie. Lisa McClellan. Oh, my goodness, Lisa, what is up? I've got a crush on Lisa McClellan. I'm going to have to be absolutely honest with that. She's beautiful. She's an amazing human being. I mean, it's like a, normal, just innocent crush. She's just an amazing, amazing human being. Lisa McClellan has been taking care of her brother since 1995 or 96. I'm sorry if I messed that up. She's the sister of Gerald McClellan, former middleweight champion, and he fought Nigel Benn back in the day in England for the super middleweight title, and it just was a very horrible night. Serious brain injury Gerald suffered 5 years ago, and his sister, the soldier that she is, has just been holding him down, taking care of him ever since. We had her on one of the first episodes of Everything Combat. Nothing but respect for Lisa McClellan and the whole family. I mean, nobody does it alone, but I mean, she's definitely leading that charge. So Lisa, you're an amazing, amazing human being. We need more people like you. So, but the topic of the day is Donald Trump. Robert Mueller, special prosecutor, rendered his findings to the Department of Justice the other day and the Attorney General. And he says no more indictments to come. So, and then no finding of collusion. Apparently this isn't a full exoneration because they haven't talked about obstruction yet. But the main thing that everyone was talking about was collusion. Putin was working, or Russia, Putin, Trump, it was all this kind of symbiotic relationship to do whatever, undermine the U.S., or et cetera, et cetera. So what do you guys think, man? I'm just literally want to hear and pick your guys' brain. And we're going to be talking this very, very subject tomorrow on the Conspiracy Farm live, 5:00 p.m. Central Standard Time, on our Facebook, YouTube pages, where I believe we're going to be streaming live. 563-391-3773 is the number if you want to call and chime in about this subject. Actually, we're going to be talking about the two Russian planes, commercial planes that landed in Venezuela today with soldiers in them as well. We're going to be discussing a little bit of that too. But tonight, at this very moment, on this very mic, you're about to hear We Swear, the best dope rapper on the year. And we're going to be talking a little Russia, a little Mueller's investigation, man. I mean, I really want to hear what you guys are thinking. It's actually been a little bit, it's a very serious situation. So there really is no room for kind of gloating. I mean, it's not even who's right or who's wrong. But again, like we've said so many times before, the Department of Justice was weaponized. The FBI was weaponized. The media, as it's been done for many times, was weaponized. Whether you like the dude or not, and I get a lot of people don't like the dude, but it's not about your feelings about a certain individual. It's about, for lack of a better term, the rule of law, right? And that we're all supposed to be going for. And it's like, how are we okay with? If you're okay with it now when it's somebody you don't like, don't be pissed off when the same tools are utilized later on down the line when it's somebody you do like, because the precedent's been set. I mean, it's been Thunderdome forever, right? I mean, it's really, they blew JFK's head off in broad freaking daylight sitting next to his wife. So there's really been no accountability, no real rule of law. So, and as far as interfering in elections, I mean, come on, we've been doing that forever. The United States government has been interfering in elections and assassinating domestic and foreign leaders. Like I said, JFK, look up Track 2 in South America under the Nixon regime. I mean, the stuff we did in Iran, it's everywhere. It's been everywhere. So this notion that everyone's like, oh my God, we colluded with which turned out not to be true, but they totally went 1980s on us, man. They went back to the Ruskies are a big threat. I mean, they're just as much of a threat as China or Pakistan or Israel. I mean, nothing's new under the sun. But again, this narrative was weaponized. I'm doing all the talking, damn it. Why aren't you guys saying stuff? Let me know. What do you guys think? Oh, man, I'm sorry. I didn't even get my comment things going. I want to hear what you guys think, man. I just made a post a minute ago. Even though Mueller's findings are what they were and that Russia, whatever, Trump didn't collude specifically with Russia in the 2016 election, is that an inadequate, let's not forget the Balkans, John Serta, smart man, apt analysis, apt. It's just funny to me, man. The narrative has fallen apart, and I'm just curious what everybody's thought about it. Herb Simmons, we talked about you at length, not at length, but I dropped your name numerous times in my chat with the National Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champion Nick Aldis the other day on It's Me Speaking to You. I am very well, Herb, and I'm so itching to get back to check out a show, man. I know you guys got one coming up. My work schedule, my shoot life just does not allow me for my weekends to be free, but I'm trying, man, to go check out shows. SICW, Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling. Love those guys. Jeff Willett, what's up, man? Old school friend Jeff Willett. Ran into him and his beautiful wife, Kelly Stone, at that local Hy-Vee, picking up some grocery matters. But let's talk Russia, man. Let's talk Mueller's investigation. Let's go. Come on. Everybody's been fucking on fire all year. Everybody's timeline has been insane about all this. Now we're freaking mutes. Let's do the damn thing. What are your opinions on this? Is this horseshit? Were certain people wrong, or are you still right and they're just hiding this from you? It's a conspiracy theory at all different levels of the government. My mother, what's up, Puda? My mommy. Talked to my mom for the first time in a long time today. Not a long time, but a few weeks, several weeks. My mom's great. Her and my dad kicking it, doing what retired people do, live their life. They earned it. But come on, baby, give it to me. Give it to me. Everybody around here. What do you guys thought, man? Just comments. And like I said, tomorrow we will be talking about this on the Conspiracy Farm, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. 563-391-3773. We are definitely want to be taking calls, and you guys better be doing better than what you're doing right now, because this is quite scarce here. I just want to hear your opinions on it. I mean, I'm believe me, man. Of all the episodes, all the shit I talk on here, I mean, I just hypothesize. It's all I mean, I do believe certain stuff, and I do vocalize that as well. But I'm not. You don't have to be right. I don't have to be right. Let's just exchange ideas. Let's do that. Exchange ideas. It's not about right or wrong. Let's just exchange them ideas, Eric Macklin. You and your pretty pity. Eric Macklin and his dog, beautiful dog, Brooklyn, right? I think it's Brooklyn. The rescue dog, pretty pity. But yeah, are you satisfied with the Mueller investigation? Let me ask that. Are you satisfied with it? Is it horseshit? Is it the Warren Commission, which we know is horseshit? Warren Commission being the commission headed up by former Supreme Court Justice Earl Warren on the goings on of the Kennedy assassination. So, government can spit out bullshit. It happens. It happens. So is that what this is? Is the Justice Department now finally colluding with this or that entity? I mean, I just want to hear people's opinions, dude. Seriously, because watching the news, it's just interesting to see. I've obviously had to follow this kind of narrative because of the show, and just it's an interesting narrative that's going on. But everyone was like, "You wait for that Mueller investigation." And your Rachel Maddows of the world, all these different pontificators on how guilty he was. It was just a foregone conclusion. You just wait till this report comes out. And then nothing really comes out. Personally, my mother would said, who was a very, very intelligent individual. Personally, I'd like to know a little bit more first before I just automatically accept that it's the truth or not the juicer, anything else. What's up, Matt Pena? Big Pena. Congratulations on your you guys win this weekend. No, I'm with you, Poot. I'm with you. But I'm just going off the surface level. You know what I mean? No more indictments means that the collusion didn't happen. Because if there was collusion that happened, there would be some indictments. So, I mean, and that was the be all end all, right? That's how this all started 22 months ago, was collusion. Putin had him in his back pocket. Like, it's been, the subject of late night talk show monologues for months now. I mean, we've all been so convinced of this narrative. And then the fact that we see that it didn't necessarily occur the way everyone thought it was, I'm just curious as to your opinion. And there is probably more to come out, but even though just that base level, no more indictments, which clearly means there's no collusion. So Congress wants to get the whole report. I get that. There's probably some juicy shit in there, But again, I mean, when you start talking about 30 whatever people were indicted, some of them were tried and, going to prison, 26, 28 were Russians. You got 9 of them that were actually Americans, I think. And the shit that they got pinched for, if you look at it, had nothing to do with Russian collusion. Manafort's getting pinched for shit he did, 10 years ago, 5-10 years ago. And again, handing out indictments for bank fraud and some of these just like basic shit, which are felonies. But in DC, that's like handing out speeding tickets at the Indy 500. They all do it. It's just a matter of when they call you on it, who'd you piss off, right? Everybody's compromised in that world. So that's how you get to certain positions. That's, gang initiations or mafia. You got to have a body on you. You got to have something on you to make you compromise. And if they're doing it at such a low level like gangs, what makes us think they wouldn't do it at such a high level like government and where so much is at stake? There's no lone gunslingers walking in there talking about, I'm going to do it my way. Too much at stake. And that goes for Trump. Believe me, Trump is beholden to other powers as well. And I don't even say all this to say I'm a Trump fan. This is not what it's about. I just want people to be as intellectually honest as possible and take your feelings out of it. I get you don't like the guy, but again, what president's a good guy? If we know the shit that they do, Obama, do we know how many millions of people, brown people, that he's killed? What he did in Libya has created a slave state. They're literally trading sub-Saharan Africans in Libya right now based off of Obama foreign policy. And that's however many years ago. They were shipping weapons to ISIS. I mean, the list is just long. So it's just like, I'm sorry that the more charming guy played you and the more brash asshole guy, you could easily say, I hate that guy. But the dude who, the used car salesman, fucking Obama, who sold you on a line of horse shit while people were just murdered throughout the fucking world. Not that he was even him. It's just American hegemony. That's how it works. Michael Payne, what's up, cuzzo? I still would like to hear more comments, man. See more comments. What are your thoughts on the Mueller investigation, on the findings? Are you okay with it? If you were wrong, are you okay with saying you're wrong? It's not even really about necessarily right or wrong, just people's thoughts on it, man. This was a 22-month investigation that cost millions and millions of dollars. Just want to hear your thoughts because it was a big deal. What up, Michael? So people were just talking about you guys, Michael Payne, the old Iowa Hawkeyes, you and Mr. Marble and the crew, how just dominant. You guys had a nice squad back in the day. So I don't know. What's the dealio? Again, tomorrow we're going to be discussing this very subject on the Conspiracy Farm, 5:00 p.m. live, going on our YouTube and Facebook channels. We're going to be taking calls, 563-391-3773. Write that song bitch down so we can talk and chop it up with you guys because, it really is I think I think this is a pretty big deal. I hear the Republican National, how much it costs. I don't know this. I'm sure you do. It costs more or less than the Benghazi invasion. Yeah, they're all, it's insane. Yeah. A lot of times they're a huge waste of time. But, let's not start talking about how the government wastes money, shall we? And you know that, Mommy-san. For the Republicans to talk about cost is obviously laughable. You look at, our defense budget, et cetera, but they will obviously justify it because, we got to go kill all these people who are threatening our freedoms that we're paying for to attack us. But whatever. Hopefully everybody's doing well. This was a awesome Sunday. It was finally 60 plus degrees. I saw a double rainbow. It was a cool storm roll in down here in the Lou. Yeah. Got 2 shows coming up Got Everything Combat coming up. We're going to introduce our Everything Combat audience to Chemical Free Body CEO Tim James. The man's a beast, and his products are a beast. They're an absolute game changer, and do not sleep on him. I mean, the man he's literally helping people in the quality of their life who've been afflicted with serious ailments. I mean, his track record just speaks to itself. Go to chemicalfreebody.com if you want to pick some of it up. /farmer. Promo code farmer gets you 5% off them some bitches. And they're beyond worth it, man. The probiotic stuff for your gut, that gut health is so hugely important. I just don't think we realize the shit we eat, man. It just really messes up the gut bacteria in our belly. And there's more serotonin produced in our belly than in our brains. So our gut health is hugely important, man. Yeah. Helps you out, man. Helps you poop better, helps you sleep better, gives you energy. It's just literally quality of life type stuff, man. And a lot of it has to do with the gut, drinking water and taking care of your gut. Good night, mama. Love you like midnight loves the moon. Still wanting to hear, I think libs are still not going to believe that there was no collusion, even though they ran this thing. And there was so much, excuse me, real shit to combat in the world. Just saying, you're absolutely right, Matt. I mean, that's why it was a huge, I mean, whatever. I'm not going to hijack my man's verbiage, but witch hunt, whatever you want to call it, was a waste of fucking time, dude. It was, whatever. If people really knew what really happened with the hacking of the emails and the creation of that narrative of Russian collusion and CrowdStrike, which nobody even talks about anymore, you know, I'm glad people finally got the whole Fusion GPS, TIE, Perkins Coy, DNC. I mean, I'm glad people finally got that. But again, man, we literally, man, if you go back literally 2 years ago, I think it was June or July, Pat and I in an episode with a couple cats that we talked about this very thing. So, I mean, the notion that, you know, people are finding out now that there was no collusion, et cetera. It's not really a big news flash necessarily to people who already knew what was going on, how the news has been weaponized. I mean, again, this is not fucking new. They weaponize the news all the time, especially to get us into war, et cetera. Collusion is not a crime, but, you know, definitely looks bad. Waste of time and money. Tell me, Jeff Baxter. I mean, that's what's up, dude. Hasn't all of these freaking interventions throughout the world been, you know, I'm not an Alexandria Ocasio fan necessarily, but damn, could some of that money been spent here? Goodness gracious, the money we've spent on some of this bullshit, we could have sent people to college numerous times. We could have handled some of these people's student loan shit numerous times, but whatever. It's not about necessarily socialism. It's about the proper distribution of monies. But, you know, like Smedley Butler said back in the day, war is a racket. And so we're kind of operating this military industrial complex for the benefit of certain weapons contractors, you know, the inside folk, the people who love war. In my opinion, this whole INV investigation was set up by the Democrats to derail the last election, which worked. Derail the last election for whom? Hillary? They wanted Hillary to lose? So much going on, dude. So much going on. This report's pretty huge, though. I have to say, this report is pretty huge. And again, I'm not a Trump guy. So this, I mean, people watch some of this shit sometimes like, oh, you're obviously a Trump dude. I'm like, it doesn't have to be a fucking binary choice of a 0 or a 1, black, white, whatever the fuck you want to frame it, dude. There is subtlety. There is nuance to my freaking thought process. Excuse me. I don't have to ascribe to a particular tribe or whatever political ideology to be able to see what's going on. That almost helps, because if I don't have any skin in this, not skin in the game, but if I have no axe to grind, then I can see this shit so much more objectively. Most people can't, dude. A lot of people, I mean, I wouldn't, you know, I hate to start, you know, Trump derangement syndrome, but you have people who hate this dude so much, they will do whatever, even if it's illegal, to remove this man because they hate him so much. That's, you know, how are we justifying that? I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know, the look at this hand while we do something else with the other hand. For sure. I honestly said something the other day. I mean, I hate to be right about some shit like this, but I think we're gonna see a ramp up of different false flags, racial attacks, just all the shit that they have us separated on: race, religion, politics, sexual identity. You name it, gender, all of this. I mean, they're going to hit the freaking gas pedal on all that shit. Enter Jesse Smollett. I don't know. People think that he's not related to Kamala Harris, but was involved with Cory Booker and Kamala Harris on some nefarious goings on. That is just some psycho shit old boy did, dude. That's just crazy. That's some sociopathic madness. I'm the gay Tupac. No, the fuck you ain't, motherfucker. God damn. Pass that shit you're smoking, bro. Serious. He sent himself the Silence of the Lambs letters with the cutout. I mean, dude. The level of premeditation and just like madness that, would. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get off on fucking Jesse Smollett. Mueller's findings. What is your opinion on Mueller's findings? Are you okay with it? Are you not okay with it? Are you not willing to accept it? And I'm not saying you necessarily should, because like I said, the government pumps out horse shit all the time. But, the whole time it's been like, for a lot of people, it's been like, you wait till Mueller's investigate. Dude, Mueller is a fucking decorated Marine. He's the cat who's going to get to the goddamn bottom of this shit, dude. Kojak style. He had it handled. There's no questioning his integrity. That was the whole thing with Mueller. So now when his findings go against what people dig it, if they dig it or not, that's what I find so fascinating. And I've even seen people like crying online. Rachel Maddow began to weep about it the other day. And it was kind of yeah. Because she's like, no way, man, no way. There's more to it, dude. And yeah, I get it. There's almost like me with the there's no scenario where anybody could present information to me to tell me that Lee Harvey Oswald shot JFK with the 3 bullets and stuff. That's just one of my things. You just can never. There's just no. There's no way to do that. So, I get where people were like, I hate Trump so much. There's just no way. He's an asshole. He colluded with freaking Putin. He's got a penthouse over there in Trump Towers, freaking Vladivostok or whatever the fuck he's at. I know they colluded, dude. I know it happened. There's no way to prove to me otherwise. I get it, What's up, Hassani? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ayilayha, ayilala. Muhammadu Rasulullah alayha. My boy RG, boy. Kid's killing it, dude. Hella talent. Yeah, talk to me, Goose. Eric Schwinn. Holy shit, dude. What's up, dude? Haven't seen you in fucking, almost 25 years. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Do you have an opinion on former now Special Prosecutor Robert Mueller's findings on Donald Trump not colluding with Russia? No more indictments to be handed down. And what does this mean with Q? Anybody who follows Q, what's up with that? Does this have any bearing on that? Does this vindicate Q? Because Q's been saying there's like 80, not literally, but thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of indictments to come down. Literally. I've been following it for a minute just because it's, part of the shit I, just research or whatever, I guess you want to call it. Not that I believe it, but for months, if not years, it's been, the indictments grew from 20 to 30 to 1,000 to 2,000. I mean, so it just grew, which grew to fit this narrative Q and, Donald Trump and Mueller colluding together to have this biggest sting ever fucking heard of. And he's rounding up all the bad guys, which I'm just like, I just don't feel it, dude. Jeffrey Epstein got off. Jeffrey Epstein's a piece of shit. The Lolita Express, look it up. What's his name? Weiner, Anthony Weiner just got out early. I don't know. But what's up with this, the recent college thing? The college, does that have anything to do with sex trade, human trafficking? I was seeing something about that. Allison Mack, the chick from Smallville, dude. Remember she got caught up in that Nexium cult? And then she starts singing, dude. I don't know. I heard, and this could be horseshit, that Felicity Huffman and all those guys were actually involved in the sex trade and shit, but they didn't. Publicly, it just would have been too explosive, so they got him for whatever this is, the college thing. Almost like Al Capone. The guy was fucking murdering people left and right, but he got actually pinched for tax evasion. So it's depending on what they actually pinch him on. But I don't know. I sound like I'm rambling there, but it's actually stuff that's I'm hearing about. The Nexium thing with Allison Mack, the chick from Smallville. She starts singing, and then some of this stuff started going on with the other LA elite, et cetera, et cetera. But instead of pinching them on the trafficking and the prostitution, pedophilia ring, they pinch them on the financial stuff. Who knows? We'll see how it plays out. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about Robert Mueller and his findings that after 22 months, the president, Donald Trump, did not collude with the Ruskies in the 2016 election. I mean, again, where there are a bunch of cats in a room fucking with Facebook. I mean, that's everybody does that. China does that. We do that. United States. I mean, it's not a new thing. Not a new thing at all. But the narrative of Trump colluding with him, when did that pop up? I mean, that shit I followed very on point. Like I said, you go back 2 years ago, a year and a half, a year and 3/4, when Pat and I had an interview with Jason Goodman and George Webb, where it all got broken down. And this was before he was even elected president. So, I mean, people kind of, that sounds pretentious, but people kind of in the know on what was going on knew this was horseshit. And then later on down the line, we started hearing about Fusion GPS and Perkins Coie and just some of the players involved that are just, Lisa Page, all that stuff. So, hi, Jeannie Fountain. How you doing? Incredible husband you have, finishing Leadville and whatnot. Jason Campagna, are you kidding me? How are you, sir? That guy. Invite me to where you're at, please. I'm in the Midwest. My sis, Candy Wilson, what is up, gorgeous? When you're looking at the Fed time, you better talk. Shaves years off for your federal sentence. Absolutely. I mean, they do that shit all the time. But I'm still not getting any opinions. Steve Brosden, you better chime in, motherfucker. What are your thoughts on Trump being, Mueller's findings saying that Trump did not collude, no more indictments to come? What are your thoughts, Steve Brosden? Very intelligent guy. Gentleman I had the pleasure of meeting a few years ago at the live juke joint. That certainly turned out to be a fucking winner, didn't it? Steve Brosden, what's up? Aaron Lid, Hood Stamp. Hey, bro, love you. I love you back, and I love you more. So what it do? Trump, did he collude? Did he really? I mean, is this just a big cover up? He really did collude? This is all still Putin? Is this all still Putin's workings? Because I even heard Mueller's now Russian or a Russian agent. Has Putin even gotten to Mueller now to render this finding that Trump didn't do nothing? At least with the election? I would love to hear people's opinion. Thumbs up, thumbs down, go fuck yourself. Let me know. Because it was a big deal, right? It's been it's been dominating the news forever. It's been creating more and more division in this country, and within, relationships are ending over this presidency and over this last election season. Marriages breaking up, family not speaking. That's not okay, man. That's not okay. The power of the media, man. I wish everybody would watch The Century of Self. It's a documentary. It's a very long documentary, but if you watch The Century of Self, if you're on a rainy day, sitting chilling, instead of Netflix, go and check out The Century of Self. It takes a few hours. I don't know how long it is, maybe 2, 3, 4, maybe, but it's so well worth it, dude. Gets into Edward Bernays, Anna Freud, modern applications of public relations, and how, basically, if you wear Michael Jordan shoes, you can jump like Michael Jordan, and just how they mind fuck people. It's a very, very sophisticated and wicked nature in how they mind fuck people to just believing certain things, whether it's a product or politics, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a very powerful thing, man. The media. That's why all these different 10,000 different media outlets are owned by like 4 companies, 3 or 4 companies. So all controlling the narrative, and then thus controlling how you feel about the narrative. If they can control the narrative and how it's presented. So Anyone going to drop any information, any opinions, any more opinions about their thoughts on Donald Trump? Or not Donald Trump, but Mueller, Donald Trump, the whole collusion findings, and how there still possibly could be possible obstruction. You know, I heard something about that. Yeah, no. Christy Nelson, how are you, sweetheart? I'm sorry, Christy Nelson Har. We are married now. It's official. Hope everybody's doing well, and hope everybody's work week is a good one. Hope the weather starts picking up for everybody. It did down here today. Down in the Lou, 65 plus. It was frapping beautiful. I loved it. After this long winter, it was a rough one, but it was beautiful to find some warm air and some sunshine. The situation in New Zealand is more concerning to me at this point. The collusion crap was always nonsense and a distraction. I agree, sir. I agree. And this was our analysis way back in the day. What's up, Angela Alcala? Well, you don't go by Jackson. Angela Jackson Alcala. I don't know if you appreciate that. Still, respect to your husband, who is a Davenport police officer doing the damn thing on the rough streets of Davenport. They are rough, dude. Davenport, Iowa ain't fucking around no more. But I do agree, sir. New Zealand, that was some interesting stuff, man. Very, very unfortunate. Yeah. What do you say? What do you do? People talking about banning mosques. I mean, it is a culture war that has been cultivated, ladies and gentlemen. East versus West. Adam Cantor, what's up, homeboy? Just as I'm talking about East versus West, and I was about to say it's basically WWE. I mean, it's basically they're heel versus babyface, man. You know, the USA is always the babyface, and everybody else is the fucking heel. And you know, the media and all that shit is Vince McMahon in the back writing the script, writing the story, and you know, we love it. We love it. But yeah. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, going to be chopping it up on the Mueller investigation. Got a little bit of insight tonight from some folks, but tomorrow, want you guys to call in 563-391-3773. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the couple of Russian commercial planes that landed in Venezuela with Russian troops on them bad boys. Melissa Wagner, congratulations to you, Melissa. We need to actually, if you are, well, we'll talk. I'll hit you up off a survivor, ladies and gentlemen. Melissa Wagner, a survivor. Kudos to you, and many peace, much peace, and many blessings to you as you continue to kick arse in life, as you kicked cancer's ass. Anybody can do that. Salute to you. So, yeah, tomorrow 5 p.m. I'm gonna dip. Unless anybody else has any final statements about Mueller, his investigation, what the hell they're doing, how they're enjoying this Sunday evening, I'm going to dip out. Oh, Eric Schwinn just popped in with a freaking paragraph here. It baffles my mind how much stuff Robert Mueller must have seen on actual Russian collusion or corruption in a failed attempt to get rid of an elected president. Ugh, we lost the election. Let's throw a fit and get rid of him. The economy is better than ever. Was under Obama, and if the media was honest, the majority of the American public would know it. You touched on some points there, my friend, and that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier. People are kind of so stuck in how much they hate the dude because he grabs pussies and, you know what I mean, isn't a nice guy. Meanwhile, the other people that they did elect killed, I mean, did from what I could see so far in Trump's administration, he's not drum killing cats. You know, American citizens in foreign lands, you know, the diaspora that his foreign policy caused in Syria caused the death of millions, you know, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, and the displacement of millions of people. Same in Libya. The sanctions in Iraq that he continued to support have killed, you know, pushing 1 million people. So that's why I love this kind of selective now, like, now they're pissed about Trump because he talks like he's an asshole. Great, he's an asshole. All presidents are assholes. You don't get to fucking being a president without being an asshole. Except for maybe Jimmy Carter. I think Jimmy Carter was pretty chill. I think all the other ones were kind of, not from a political standpoint, just from a, you know, personal affect standpoint. Like Jimmy Carter, like, wow, he just, I don't know. Jimmy Carter, who I guess is now the longest living president outside of what Ronald Reagan was. I don't know. Saw something about that the other day. But anyway, all right, guys. It's been fantastic. Holler at me tomorrow. The Conspiracy Farm, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Call in, man. 563-391-3773. Give us your opinions. I will be with UFC heavyweight champ, UFC Hall of Famer, former champion, Patrick J. Milicic. We'll be chopping it up. All right, gang. Peace and all that love, man. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your work week, man. Go out there and do that shit. You got it. You are the master of your domain. Peace, guys.